Okay. Says I'm live. I hope that's good. I hope it is true. It looks like levels are okay. Are the levels okay? Are the levels okay? Seems like they should be. I hope people get here soon. There's only one person. So I'm going to try to kick the timer off fairly close to on time. Hey, Benjamin, how's it going? You know, I don't know. While I'm waiting for everybody to get here, what should I do? Hey, Gavin and Brave Guy, how's it going? Thanks, Benjamin, for letting me know. Good deal. La-da-da-da-da. All right. Well, I'll give it a couple of minutes before I kick off the timer, but I'm going to try to kick the timer off fairly early tonight because I'm sleepy. I'm just flat out sleepy. But you know what? Let's start tonight off with a hunk of wood. How about a hunk of wood? Doing some tapping on the hunk of wood, I guess. Oh, and I forgot to grab my crinkle bag again. That's okay, I can go get it in a few minutes. And see if I have the coordination to whisper kind of over here while I'm tapping over there a little bit. Whisper, whisper, whisper. And now I'm going to whisper over here while I tap over there a little bit. Why are you going to Pennsylvania? If you don't mind my asking, Gavin. I don't know why I'm finding that wood tapping to be particularly satisfying for me tonight. Wow. Well, thanks for staying up, Benjamin. Holy mackerel. That's dedication. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. Trains. Right on. Itch my nose. Oh, right. Easter. Right. I forget. That's happening, isn't it? What is buzzing over there? Oh, some device is alerting me that it needs attention. I don't know. Whisper over here a little bit. Maybe even speak softly while I'm tapping over there. Do some whispering over here and some soft speaking over here while I tap over there. And I'll do a little bit of switcheroo. And now I'll whisper over here while I tap over there. Whispering over here while I tap over there. And some soft spoken stuff going on. Well, there's enough of us here. I'm going to kick off the timer. And the evil begins. Let's do it. I'm going to do it on the side, like this with my fingers. I like sound though. Oh wow, cool. Well, welcome the new bulldog. Three of them, right on. Hey Dylan, good to see you, man. Oops, Daisy, here we go. Whisper over here while I'm doing some tapping over there with the pads of my fingers on the... Oh, I just realized I didn't wash my hands after coming in from doing some gardening, so my fingernails are all dirty. Yikes. Has anybody watched the gardening show and tell? It's not doing so well. Usually show and tells are like, people tend to chew those up, but apparently the gardening one isn't getting anybody's attention. Good, it's good to see you happy, Dylan. Glad you had a good day. And whisper over here a little bit. Whisper over here a little bit. Oops, looks like some people left. Guess they came in and didn't like it. Oh yeah, I did show my sister the sketch. Thanks for asking, Benjamin. Yeah, she's totally on board with it. So, and it looks like the link that I tried to show you guys, it was the reddish one, but apparently it was, they didn't have it or whatever because the link was broken. But it's back now. So, so I'm hoping to have that particular bed totally cleared and prepped and everything by next week. And I'm going to go hopefully next week and get some of those plants and put them in there and start the whole process going, you know. So, but in the other bigger part of the yard, I had to go do battle with dandelions because you need to get the roots out or else they're just going to come back. I'll have to do another sort of show and tell on it after I've got it all planted in, you know. So I can compare that sketch to what ends up being reality. I'm going to try to slow down a bit. I keep getting all antsy. I feel a little, I don't know. I won't go so far as to say it's manic, but antsy, I guess, is the word. Oh no, I haven't gotten any new screws for the deck. I keep totally forgetting to even bother thinking about it. I need to just put it on my next time I go out to do shopping. Just like, dude, just take the whatever number of minutes it is to go out of your way to get. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's just. Oh wow, cool, Dylan. You should post the link or something, or tell us where to find it so everybody can go get to it. And make sure that you send it to me so I can put it up on my the Facebook and whatnot. That's good, man. I'm glad you finally got one up. Get the ball rolling right on. Somebody's chair is squeaking upstairs. I think I'm going to move to a different thing to use as a trigger. Let's do, I'm going to do brush onto the microphone. Oh, wow. Well, nice. I hope your party was good, and happy birthday. If shall we all sing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kate Manda. Happy birthday to you. How's that? I hope that wasn't too presumptuous. And many more, right? That's the thing you're supposed to say. What is it? Do the spankings and then a pinch for an inch or something like that. That's what I used to do when I was a kid. Soft speaking too, just to mix it up, right? Oops, more comments are coming. Oh, I didn't see your comment, Nasal Penny. No, actually, I tried doing different things with at the camera angle as well. It's probably different because it's the camera. Get my thing in the brush. I'm having problems with the mounting thingamabob, because the cord that came with the camera is too short for my needs, really. So I keep having to put it places it's just not quite right. And I have a little tripod, which is what I used for the last couple of videos I made using it. But there's no place for the tripod and for me to have like the jars and stuff and whatever. So I decided to put it up there. And it's like, all right, so my head will just be small and low. But usually I just have two gray sheets, but now I have a white sheet behind the two gray sheets. I don't know. I just thought I'd change it up to, the arrangement, see if it'd be something kind of interesting. I don't know. I suppose it is fair to say, though, that when I made the decision to do that there was a certain amount of cannabis involved. So, you make of that what you will. Oh, wait. Would you share a photograph with us of yourself, Beardless? Yeah, I can do that. It's from a long, long time ago, though. Give me a second. I'm going to go to... Here, let me do this. Oops. Well, I should do it this way. I'll just do this here. So, I'm going to change something real quick, because that's not the browser I should be using. Let me do this. And then now I'll go to... all right, I'm going to switch this here to this one. Okay. Because then I can go here. And let me go here. This is just me, in case you ever want to. I don't really do much here. Okay, this is me when I was like 18. This guy right there. Oh, I can just do this, can't I? That's me right there. These are all really old. These are places I lived. I didn't even post these. That's my back. I was about my mid-20s then. This is not too long ago. This is just a few years ago. So my sister got married, and I went online to get one of those certificates so I could marry people. So if anybody wants to get married, I could officiate. Anyway, this is I'm probably about, I don't know, I'm probably not quite 30. That's a buddy of mine. That's a place we used to live in. That's my ex-wife in a weird blurry picture. That's my ex-wife there too, and that's me right there. Anyway, yeah. So that gives you an idea. Let me go back to okay. So there you go. I hope that was worth it. Anyway, I don't need this here, do I? No, not really. All right. Yeah, all right. I guess I'll go back to brushing on stuff. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, well, I don't know. I'll have to, I guess what I could do is I could do this. I can raise my seat. Give me a second. I'm going to do this. Okay, that's a little bit better, I suppose. There. Transitioning the matrix. Thank you. Well, I appreciate everybody's compliments, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been beardless, but I probably have some photos. Actually, I know I have photos elsewhere from that would be after those photos, because most of those were from San Diego when I lived down there, or visited back down there after I was divorced, kind of thing. I think, yeah. So they were all probably pretty pre-2000. Hey, Walking Donut. Hey, Soren, how's it going? Do a little bit of beard brushing, or not beard brushing, mic brushing. Doing some mic brushing. Doing some mic brushing. Brushing on the microphone. 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 I think I'm going to do, oops, sorry, I'm going to try a thing. I think I'm going to turn off one of these lights. I think it's too bright. How about this one? I think that's better. Yeah, I like that better. I don't know if it's better for you guys, but it's better for me. I need to have a little mint tea here. Okay. Well, thank you for the compliment, Alan. I appreciate that. And you're very welcome for the content. And we'll do a little bit of brushing on the microphone. I think after this, brushing on the microphone, I think either beard brushing or actually, I think I might just go straight to the new star of the trigger thing. Seems to be the mason jar. Brushing speak over here while I brush over there a little bit. So brushing over there while I'm speaking over here. And I guess I'll switch that up a little bit. I will brush over there while I speak over here. Brush over there while I speak over here. Brush over there while I speak over here. Brushing on the microphone. And brushing on the microphone. Yeah, you know, I'm going to switch to, let's go straight to the mason jar, shall we? Thanks, Fart Knock Life. It's a funny name. Switch back over to the side a little bit more. Oh, hey, I think I missed some comments. So Mr. Robot's here. Hey, how's it going? Walking Donut and Soren Schultz. Hey, how's it all going, you guys? Okay, let's do, this is a thing that I liked last time and it seemed to go over pretty well, so, oops. It was when I was tapping onto the mason jar at the same time that I was speaking into the mason jar. That seemed to be something that was fairly popular. So I do a little speaking into the mason jar while I'm also tapping onto the mason jar. And maybe I'll even whisper into the mason jar while I'm tapping on the mason jar and whispering into the mason jar. Now I'll go back to speaking into it. Speaking into the mason jar while I'm tapping on it. I'm going to go to the other ear. Yikes. So tapping on the mason jar and I'm speaking into the mason jar. I'm tapping onto the mason jar and speaking into the mason jar. Now do a little bit of whispering into it too. Whispering into the mason jar. Or talking into the mason jar. Talking into the mason jar. And whispering into the mason jar. And talking and whispering and talking and whispering and talking and whispering. So a whole mason jar video, huh? All right, I might be able to manage that. I'll just file it under, when I do trigger videos. Yeah, I need to have a little bit more of that tea. Mason jar, since it seems to be a reasonably popular thing. We'll do some talking into it, and then I'll do this. I'm glad you like the videos, Armando. I'm enjoying. I like the mind test thing. Although I found out somebody left a comment about it that there's upgrades to it, and it actually goes under a new name now. So I'm going to look into that maybe. I don't know, see what happens. Yeah, James, I had a, I never used needle drugs. But otherwise everything was more or less fair game. Various snorting of things, various eating of pills, various, whatever. I am speaking into the jar while I'm tapping on the jar. I'm speaking into the jar while I'm tapping on the jar. I'm also going to whisper into the jar. Whisper into the jar while I tap on the jar. Whisper into the jar while I tap on the jar. I seem to remember that yeah, that was a bit different, wasn't it? I like that. I don't know, I find that really pleasing. Wow, good for you, Catmanda. Kate Manda. Yeah, I'm pretty much down to caffeine, and that even only in sodas or matcha, but otherwise, yeah. And cannabis. Well, that and the pills they prescribed me, but those they aren't fun. Well, I suppose they're fun in the sense that they keep me, from having things not be bad. Anyway, tap on the jar and whisper into the jar. Tap on the jar and whisper into the jar. Yeah, I suppose nowadays pharmaceuticals are on a whole different level than what they had been in the past. I'm going to talk into the jar while I'm tapping on the bottom of it. Talk into the jar while I'm tapping on the bottom of it. And now speak a little bit louder. And then I'll whisper into it. And then I'll speak softly into it, but a bit louder than the whisper, I guess. Yeah, that fentanyl thing is, I don't know. I'm not sure it's worth having developed it. Tap, tap, tap. Oops, excuse me. Let's not type that in there. Whispering into the jar. Whispering into the jar. And speaking into the jar. Speaking into the jar. And we're speaking into the jar while I'm also tapping onto the bottom of the jar, whispering into it as I'm tapping onto it, and soft speaking into it as I'm tapping the bottom of the jar, whispering into the jar as I tap on the jar, whispering into the jar while I tap on the bottom of the jar. And there's people doing nonsense upstairs. Speak softly into the jar while I'm also tapping on the jar. I will speak softly into the jar while I'm also tapping onto the bottom of the jar. Tapping on it and whispering. Tapping on it and whispering. Yeah, it was another thing I liked. It was kind of rubbing on the weird little stuff that's the surface, raised surface stuff that spells out the name and that kind of thing. I like that. I'll do some of that tapping on the beard brush in a little bit too. Don't worry. Just a little bit more talking into the jar. I'm tapping on it. And a little bit of whispering. And I'm tapping on it. And I'll whisper into it while I'm tapping onto it. Let's go to the other side here. And I'll whisper into the thing while I'm tapping on the thing. I'm whispering into the thing while I'm tapping on the thing. I'm whispering into the thing and I'm tapping on the thing. You know, and since the suggestion came up, why don't we go ahead and do the tapping on the beard brush? The small wood beard brush. Okay. Hey Jackson, I am well. How about yourself? Weird little rapidy tappity, rapidy tappity tappity, rapidy tappity tappity, and do a little bit of rapid tapping over there. I'm going to do it rapidly but softly. And do a little bit of whispering while I'm doing it, yeah. And let's go back to the basic tapping of the beard brush. Well, you know, you can watch the replay later, Benjamin. Oh, I guess I could tap louder. But signal leaving here looks pretty hot. Do a little bit of whispering over here, maybe. Just a little bit of whispering, yeah. Do a little bit of whispering over here as well. Do just a little bit of whispering over here as well. A little bit of whispering and tapping. A little bit of whispering and tapping. And a little bit of whispering over here now. I'll do some tapping over there. Whispering over here. And tapping over there. I need to have some more mint tea. Let's continue on with, you know what I'm going to do? I like doing this sometimes too. Although I think most people prefer the fingernails, but I do like this. But, excuse Yes, I do smoke weed. Not all the time, but I probably smoke about the equivalent of a quarter ounce a month, so I don't really smoke that much. Maybe a little bit more than that sometimes, but sometimes less than that. Yeah, it's probably best to not smoke. Although I am starting to do the vapey thing. I have a dry flower vaporizer thing that my niece gave me. Hey, Maddie. Yeah, I think the evening's going okay. Yeah, you know, Benjamin, I don't normally get paranoid once in a while, but it's not usual. Usually if I'm going to have a bad time, it's going to be the whole, you know, doom and gloom. Oh, man, the whole universe is going to end, man. You know, that kind of nonsense. Yeah, not the liquid things with the battery on it. It's you put flour into it and it heats it up so that all the volatile chemicals are, you know, vaporized and you can inhale them. But there's no combustion, so there's no carcinogens. So as long as there's no, like, you know, pesticides on it or any crap like that, you're good to go. Hey, we got up over 40. You know what I haven't done tonight is the little jar with the kind of the drumming across the top of the opening. I like this one too. Hey, Taylor. Well, glad to have you back. Oh, wow, I forgot. Okay, this might be interesting. I put the little lens cap thing for the new camera in there. That's probably way too loud, huh? Yikes, sorry about that. I don't like that. I'm gonna take that out. Put that over here. There we go. Okay, I don't know why. Lately that makes my hand get tired from wiggling my fingers like that. Getting old, I guess. Thank you, Kate Manda. That is a good thing to remind people of. I don't do all that stuff all that well. I don't know. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Should I bother with any gameplay tonight, or should I just go back through the triggers, or I could go get the crinkle bag? I guess I'll just go back through the triggers. How about that? Go back to the wood for a little bit. You know, Taylor, I will probably get around to playing in survival at some point, but this is going to be an ongoing, very slow series. I'm going to just be doing, yeah, ASMR carpal tunnel. It's going to be, it's going to be a slow thing. So I'm just kind of wandering around and whatever. Eventually, I'll actually build a city. That's my plan. And I don't know. There's a lot of things to do in this game. I'm discovering it's a lot more vast and robust than I realized. So I'll probably have enough material, stuff to explore and goof off with for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, and I'm enjoying it. Oh, wow. I didn't know there was an ASMR Discord. Or maybe I did know that. I mean, I joined Discord, and then I never did anything. You know what I mean? It's like I went and set up my account, and then something happened, and I was like, I'll have to come back to this later, and then I just never did. But, well, thanks for sharing it, man. I appreciate that. That's a very groovy thing. I appreciate it. My goodness. I don't understand the youth today, man. When I was their age, I was out doing things that would probably get me arrested. I don't know, because I don't really use Discord, so I don't really know what it's about, to be honest. I just remember somebody said I should go check it out, and then I did, and then I didn't. Perhaps I should go back and try it again. A modern Reddit, okay. I don't spend much time on Reddit either, to be honest. I mean, truthfully, I just don't use social media that much. I mean, I use Facebook because there's some people I know that are on it, and so it's, an easy way to maintain contact with them. I post stuff on Instagram because I figure, whatever, a few people might see it and come watch a video. That's really about it. I did have an account with the Twitter thing, but I left, as you might imagine. And TikTok I had problems with, so I just abandoned even trying to use it. I couldn't get it. It just, for whatever reason, it was like I couldn't get a login, and there's like oh, we can't give you a login there. That address is already in use. And it's like, okay, then let me try to get the new IDs for the address then, my email address. And it's like I kept getting round and around in circles. It's just like, all right, I guess you just don't want me here, so bye. Yeah, Benjamin, I've done that too, as far as looking stuff up on Reddit. Like, I'll be searching for something about, well, I don't know, a piece of software or something, and then you go query it and do a search on it, whatever, and there's usually some kind of discussion on it in Reddit, or frequently, I guess I should say. Field of landmines, yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it, huh? Let's do with the fingernails a little bit now, too. There will be some mumbling, talking. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to go. I always forget it, so many of you will know exactly what I'm going to be looking for here. Where did it go? Of course. And I think it's in here. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here we go. Okay. Catatonic catacombs constantly cater to captivating creatures. Catatonic catacombs constantly cater to captivating creatures. Now what I need to do is move this so I can see the comments while I'm still seeing the texting. Catatonic catacombs constantly cater to captivating creatures. 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 Constructed. Yeah, let me add that to the list here. Can it fit into here? Catatonic catacombs. Let's try that. Catatonic catacombs constantly cater to captivating constructed creatures. 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 Catatonic Yeah, okay, I have done something along those lines before, Benjamin, but yeah, that'll probably come up again. Because I had that whole, my bag of crinkling. So it would be pretty easy to include typing sounds in with the crinkle bag, or the bag of crinkles, or whatever it is you want to call it. Okay, I think I'm going to move to another one of the triggers again. I guess let's do the back of the brush, back of the beard brush, and then I'll go to the mason jar again, I guess. Thanks, Taylor, for the Easter wish. Well, okay, I will absolutely get around to it again, Benjamin. Don't worry about it. Actually, I don't have any triggers scheduled right now, I don't think. So maybe I could put it next, as far as triggers go. What was the last trigger video I made? I'd have to go look it up. Man, MSE. Man. You're always good for a laugh, my friend. So let's do the phrase again a little bit. Catatonic, catacombs, constantly cater to captivating, constructed creatures. Catatonic, catacombs, constantly cater to captivating, constructed creatures. How to do this? Catatonic, 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 catacombs, 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 catacombs. Yeah, there'll be another skateboard one after I get those bolts and put the thing together. It'll probably be very short because, won't be much to it, but yeah. Constantly, 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 cater, 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 catacombs constantly cater to captivating, constructed creatures. Catatonic catacombs constantly cater to captivating, constructed creatures. Let's see. Let's see, what should I do now? I guess the mason jar, huh? How about some more with the mason jar? I'll do the kind of along the side here. Consecrated, okay. I'll have to add that one in too. And let me do that now or else I'll forget. I think I can fit that in. Actually, I'm going to put it at the beginning. Consecrated catatonic catacombs. I think that's the ticket for that one. So there we go. So it will now be consecrated catatonic catacombs constantly cater to captivating constructed creatures. Consecrated catatonic catacombs constantly cater to captivating constructed creatures. Okay, yeah. That's another fine addition. What was I doing? I was rubbing the mason jar with the paintbrush handle. That's what I was doing. Now we can do it. Here's it. It's 1 minute tea, and then I will speak into the mason jar. Another round of speaking into the mason jar. Speaking into the mason jar. Speaking into the mason jar. Speaking in a whispering way into the mason jar. Whispering into the mason jar. Whispering into the mason jar. Whispering into the mason jar. And soft speaking into the mason jar. And soft speaking into the mason Well, you guys that showed up late will have to go back because you can. I showed some pictures of me without my beard, so. Codebreaker's broken, man. There is no more Codebreaker. However, there is another game that is replacing it. And there will be a video coming out. I think it's Monday. So, hey Tim, yeah, no longer, I was going to say, long time no see, I couldn't get the phrase out in the right way, heebie-jeebie. Welcome back, man. I see you probably haven't seen the mason jar. What do you think of the mason jar, man? You know, Codebreaker is permanently out. The new game is going to be the replacement, so I did play it, I think, last stream a little bit, and anyway, I'm not going to play it tonight because there's a video of it coming out Monday, so you guys can all wait for the video Monday to see it, if you haven't already seen it in the last live stream. Interesting. So, oopsie daisy. I don't know, are you getting anything out of the back of the jar? Or out of the back of the mic onto the jar? I don't know that you would get much because this isn't cardioid pattern, and that would reject things off the back. So you wouldn't get much, I would imagine. Well, it's good to have you be able to drop by, man. And I hope that, and I know how packing can be. You know, MSC, I might do a thing not on the live stream here just because I always have it set to the cardioid pattern because it helps with proximity effect. You know, when I get close, it gets that kind of nice, close sound. But I could set it in either figure 8 or the omnidirectional, and I don't think those do the proximity thing. But whether they do the proximity thing is irrelevant. But they'll pick up from the back, so I might try and experiment with that. You know, I'll try to remember to do that and report back. And you know, if something interesting happens, it'll probably make its way into a video somewhere. It's time to wake up. Yeah, I'm not screaming into the mic, man. Tell a story. Well, I'm not inspired to tell any stories right now, so I don't know. Probably not going to happen tonight. You know, I don't remember. I think I just did it as kind of a fluke the last stream because I bought them because I'm going to start trying to do some fermenting stuff. Like I'm going to try to make my own ginger bug and get some ginger ale and that kind of thing. I may even try my hand at making some kombucha or something. Anyway, so I got some mason jars so I could, you know, to facilitate that kind of thing. And since I had it, I thought, hey, I should see what it's like. And what do you know, it worked. Holy mackerel, Jesse. By ChatGTP. Or GPT, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, I have done multi-track ASMR before. What is it? Oh man, it's something Molium. It's a sea of C's, yeah. You know, if I don't know, nothing comes to mind, Tim. Usually if I think something will make ASMR, I try it. A lot of stuff just ends up sounding like other stuff. You know, like when you tap on it, you go, oh, okay, that's not that significantly different from, say, tapping on a piece of wood or something. But the one thing, holy mackerel, where did that come from? One thing that I often forget about trigger-wise is paper sounds, like cutting paper, you know, with a really good pair of scissors where it goes, you know, get that nice noise. And paper folding, so, you know, that kind of noises I kind of like. I should try to, maybe I should try to every once in a while just make a trigger-only video where I don't even speak. I mean, I'll just try to make some, find some unusual triggers to see what happens. Yeah, I can't find any more of my boxes of CDs, so either they're stashed somewhere that I'm ignorant of, or they've been lost somehow. So until any of the boxes turn up, and I don't even know how many there are. It's not like I have a list or something like that. I just know that when I was going through them, that there's like stuff I'm like, wait, where was that? Where was that? You know, it's like, So, yeah. Do I like Tron? Do you mean the game or the movie? Or, I mean, because I've seen the first movie many years ago when it first came out, but and I played a game that was the arcade game back in the day. I haven't played or seen anything more recent than that. You know, I don't have any chalkboard stuff. I'll have to think about that. I do have vinyl. I don't have a player, though. I haven't for years. And the same thing happened with the vinyl. I have a small box of vinyl. I'm like, where'd all the other records go? I have no idea. I've thought about maybe getting a turntable again, just because there's something fun about, you know, the whole record thing, and especially if it's like a gatefold album and all that kind of thing. It's just, you know. Anti-ASMR sounds. Yikes, I don't know. Wait, hang on. I think I've missed some comments here. Oh yeah, tapping on the jars with liquid. That's a good idea. Mindtest instead of Minecraft, because I don't like Microsoft. Yeah, Jesse, that's pretty good. Yeah, I like DuckDuckGo. I also use Brave for some of my online stuff, and Linux. Yeah, it's not just about the privacy aspect, although that's a big chunk of it. It's also that it's just reliable. I mean, I don't know. Over the years, I've just had Microsoft products just not live up to the expectation. Bill Gates, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's a very good guy in a lot of ways because of, you know, the way he deals with, you know, predatory business practices and all that kind of thing. You know, although he's, you know, a smart guy. I remember reading a thing years and years ago that he is actually one of the dudes that was responsible for rewriting some really cool sorting routines back in the old day. You know, so. But yeah, I don't know. That whole corporate greed money thing is. Hey Armand, how's it going? You're here for the. Well, unless you've just been silent the whole time, you're here for the last little bit of time. Yeah, I guess better than zero, right? Let's talk into the jar a little bit again. Oops. And there goes the dog barking. And then there's people chasing the dog barking. Or they'll speak in a whispering manner into the jar while I tap on it. Speaking in a whispering manner while I'm tapping on the jar. Speaking in a whispering manner while I'm tapping on the jar. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Whisper, 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 whisper while I'm tapping. 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 And let's do just something else for a bit, just cause I want to change pace. How about some brushing on the microphone? I like that. Brushing on the microphone. 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 Whispering. brush over there while I speak softly over here. I will speak softly over here while I'm brushing over there. Oops, somebody's made a comment. Wow, what is that little icon you guys are all using? I can't make out what that's supposed to be. I think it's more or less done. Probably because, the hair keeps growing, obviously, but I think it breaks off and gets, split ends and that kind of thing. So, it, mostly kind of looks the way it looks now, and I don't really do much but just keep it clean, Brushing over there and soft speaking. Brushing over there and soft speaking over here. Thanks, Lemon. Okay. Speaking over here and brushing over there and speaking over here while I'm brushing over there, brushing over there while I'm speaking over here. I don't get all the emoji stuff, man. I guess I'm just totally emoji illiterate. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, fine, I guess. Yikes. Over there while I'm speaking over here, more or less softly. Speaking more or less softly over here while I'm brushing the microphone over there. And there go the dogs. Yikes. I tell you, them dogs. Like, I can't see any other comments except for emojis now. They've scrolled so far up. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is kind of funny, isn't it? It always surprises me too. I don't know whether you've noticed, but it's like it happens every day, all the time. I don't know, how is it that it still surprises me? It's ridiculous. That's funny, MSC. Hey Josh, wow. I really appreciate that. Yeah, groovy. Well, okay, everybody knows how this goes now, right? We're gonna go hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And the crowd goes, ah. I'm gonna try something. And the crowd goes, ah, ah, kind of like that. Somehow it seems like it gets a little bit of extra noise, you know, kind of that white noise kind of. I did start it pretty much almost right after 8 o'clock because I'm really, really tired. Like extremely tired. So I was like, when I first started the stream, I was like, okay, we're going to kick the timer off early because I'm probably not going to be up much later after this is over. I mean, I'll be surprised if I make it to 10 o'clock. Yeah, she really likes the Yeah, there's going to come a time that I'm going to have too many people for me to deal with, and I'll probably need moderators, but something to consider for the future. Oh, right, yeah. I'm not resetting the timer, man. I appreciate that you guys are eager to have more of my time available, but what's that police song? When the world is running down, you do it the best with what's still around, right? Except for it's not the world that's running down, it's just Bill. There's advice for you young people, eat right, get better exercise, get plenty of rest, and don't abuse chemicals. Oh, wow, Tim. Well, Tim, I'm pretty likely to spend it exactly in one place. I think you probably have a good suspicion of where that might be. Anyway, so here we go. One more time, everybody. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. And now we're doing the new version. And the crowd goes, ah. And the crowd goes, ah. Oopsie daisy. I think that's going to be the new hip hip hooray thing now. Anyway, thanks again, Tim. That's great. I appreciate it. Oopsie daisy. Excuse me. Brushing on the microphone. And brushing on the microphone. Okay, it's coming up on 2-minute warning, so if anybody has any last-minute questions, now's the time. Well, Benjamin, it's coming up on ending time, so, man, get ready to go. Hit your head to the pillow. Get some sleep, man. From the thing. Yikes, that's pretty scary. I wouldn't want that. Oh, man. Like a like explosive, yeah. That would be included. Yeah, you don't want to abuse explosives either. Thanks, Taylor. I know it's young, comparatively young. I mean, there was times I would be barely just getting out the door, to go someplace, But I'm an old man now, so. Oh, right on. Well, thanks, Benjamin. I'm glad that you like the stuff enough to that to be a part of a thing to do, man. I appreciate that. Okay, Rob, and who else? Mr. Robot, good night, and MSE, good night, and Kate Manda, of course, and I'm sure I'm going to forget everybody, and Tim, and there goes the thing, and Josh, too, of course, Tim and Josh, the Hip Hip Hooray guys. All right, so I'll just double check, make sure I haven't missed any last minute comments. And yeah, I guess that's it, everybody. So I'm sorry for keeping to it, to just the short hour and a half as opposed to padding it like usual. I thank everybody for showing up. I hope you all had a good time and all of that. And I hope to see you guys next Saturday, right? Aloha, siblings.